Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And there's a certain movie franchise that's been struggling, okay? Air Bud just hasn't been able to recreate the magic of the original movie. They're looking for a box office hit. So they're holding open auditions, and I guess a dog in San Diego decided to audition for Air Bud by breaking into a gorilla enclosure in the zoo. Obviously, dog was not auditioning for movie. That being said, there was a dog discovered in the gorilla enclosure of the San Diego Zoo. I just thought this story was insane. The dog is okay, but I wanted to talk about it because it's not every day there's an adventurous dog that's like, hey man, I'm gonna go wrestle a gorilla. Dog removed after entering gorilla enclosure at San Diego Zoo's safari park. I mean, first things first, how did the dog manage to sneak into the zoo? I don't know if it was someone at the zoo's pet that they got in or something, but I love that the dog was like, hey man, I'm on the run from the parents' house for the day. I'm gonna go check out the zoo, hit up the tourist sites. Hopped in the Uber and plugged in the directions with his paw. Out of every cage he could choose to go into, there's definitely worse ones, like he could have gone into a tiger cage or something, but still. Gorillas are mean, man. Those things are gigantic. The last animal I'd want to be rolling around with in the cage is a big gorilla. A dog was safely removed from inside a gorilla enclosure at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park on Sunday. The scary moment was captured on camera by CBS 8 viewers visiting the park. After entering the enclosure, the shepherd was quickly spotted by a gorilla inside the exhibit, and Destiny Pickett told CBS 8 her family noticed the dog running around distressed as the gorilla began to chase it around the enclosure. I can't imagine how scary it'd be. I really do like dogs, you know, I have one. I would not enjoy watching a gorilla run after a dog, especially if the dog was freaking out too. But at the same time, I can't be that mad at the gorilla, dude. He's used to sitting in that enclosure all day, only seeing zookeepers and other gorillas. And all of a sudden, a canine appears running around the cage. Imagine, you were just chilling. You have a cage that's like 30 by 40, right? I don't know how big the cage is. It's probably bigger than that. Still, and then all of a sudden, an animal that you've never seen before that looks magical just appears and starts running around. You'd probably want to go check it out too. We don't know for sure what it was going to do. That being said, you don't want to be caught by a gorilla, period, even on the off chance it might be nice. That is horrifying. Even if it was trying to be nice, no thank you. I don't want to be grabbed by the gorilla. I'm glad they were able to get the dog out of there before anything happened. But dang, I can't blame the gorilla for being curious. It's not like this happens on a day-to-day basis. Oh yeah, usually the zookeepers bring other animals in here. I got to climb a giraffe. That was pretty cool. He was probably like, oh, what is going on, dude? Is that just a really tiny gorilla? Ooh, why does it have such sharp teeth? I'm so perplexed. This is the beginning of Planet of the Apes. He's just gonna be insanely pissed off they took away his new dog and start plotting. Pickett said no zookeeper was around when they noticed the dog, and guests began to yell for help. She said visitors began to gather around the enclosure and yell the gorilla's name, attempting to distract it from the scared dog. San Diego Zoo Safari Park staff were able to safely remove the shepherd from the exhibit. Dude, these animals both must have been so confused. Gorilla seeing dog for the first time, dog seeing gorilla for the first time, and then there's just 100 humans 10 feet above them all yelling the gorilla's name. The dog doesn't know what's going on. It just knows people are yelling and trying to stay away from the gorilla. The gorilla probably got confused and thought people were cheering him on. Oh, they're chanting my name. Probably not, but still must have been confusing. I don't really know how name recognition works for primates. Is that something that they're able to do? Let me know in the comment section. Someone smarter than me down below, comment it. Would that work? Do gorillas reply to their name? I know dogs do. Did the dog get confused and start looking up there too? I'm assuming gorillas are smart enough to recognize their name. I'm just saying, are they smart enough to also be like, screw you, I'm going to ignore you type of vibe? I'm really glad that the zookeepers were able to get in there and prevent this from becoming a Harambe type situation. I couldn't make a video on something breaking into a gorilla enclosure and not mention Harambe. This one ended much, much happier, obviously. The gorilla is going to be able to tell all of his gorilla friends an insane story. He's going to go back to where they're all hanging out. Guys, you won't believe what happened. Remember that one night the zookeepers left the TV on and it auto-played Air Bud? I met him. Guys, it was crazy. He ran away from me, but I think he was just staying in character. The dog's gonna go to all the other dogs? Bro, you do not want to know what I went through today. The San Diego Humane Society told CBS 8 that around 6:30, 3 Humane Society officers responded to the incident. As soon as zoo staff saw the dog, they moved the gorillas out, and the officers were able to move in and leash the shepherd and get him back to the campus for evaluation. Here's actually a picture of the dog all leashed up, and I love how excited it looks, bro. It's like, dude, oh my goodness. All right, it was kind of scary for a bit, but now that it's over, let's do it again. Bring the gorillas back in here. We're gonna play a game. Seriously, he looks like he just had the best time of his life. So if this dog did just run away from somebody, somehow managed to get into the zoo, got to the gorilla enclosure, somehow got into the gorilla enclosure and then gets rescued, what do you think its family is like thinking? They come home, oh my gosh, our dog ran away, let's start putting up posters, I bet you he's in the neighborhood. Nah, your dog went full animated movie adventure. Tell me this doesn't sound like the plot to a DreamWorks movie. A dog accidentally breaks into the zoo and becomes one of the zoo animals. This summer, a zany, wacky, out there adventure about a dog learning the value of family, adventure, and a little bit of friendship. It's gonna go back to the house and just be insanely bored. Like, listen, no offense, I appreciate all the food, I appreciate the walks. Don't get it confused and get me complaining confused with ungratefulness. It's just that, compared to running around the zoo, being rescued by a bunch of officers, you know, the whole shebang, this little getup is just boring. Maybe we can spice it up a little bit. You and, my other owner can dress up in a gorilla suit like that one dude in SpongeBob and just start chasing me around so I can relive the excitement. The dog is a male shepherd with no microchip and will be placed on stray hold as the Humane Society searches for his owner. The Humane Society said the San Diego Safari Park staff believed the dog wandered into the park on his own and accessed the gorilla enclosure before he was noticed. We're so glad no one was hurt, the Humane Society said. CBS 8 spoke to representatives for the San Diego Zoo but have yet to receive a statement. Yeah, because the San Diego Zoo is like, crap, how are we going to explain how nobody noticed this dog wander in, to the zoo, but then it had to like go through the zoo, probably picked up a map from the gift shop, went on this journey to find the gorilla enclosure, and then somehow snuck into the gorilla enclosure without anyone noticing. The reason it's taking them a bit to make a statement is because, like, there's not a lot of ways to explain that without admitting that someone wasn't doing their job somewhere. I don't know exactly what goes on with the zookeeping, but they probably need someone to keep an eye on the entrances to the animals' cages, at least a camera system. Like, come on, it can't be hard to get a motion sensor by the entrance to the gorilla cage or something. I don't know, I'm not trying to critique the San Diego Zoo too much, I just feel like, there's not a very good explanation for how a dog manages to wander in, get past everybody, and get into a cage. This dog was just, really about that life, I guess. Anyways, I think that'll do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, press the like button, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below, and subscribe if you're new and turn on those notifications. I post videos twice a day. But yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go try to break into a gorilla enclosure. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'm out. Peace.